County Public Library's craft demo and book talk. Well, it has been a long quarantine, and I hope you've enjoyed and have taken part in our craft giveaway. We have enjoyed connecting with you all during the spring and summer, but you guys are back to school, and so this is going to be our last craft giveaway for a little while. We may end up doing something as the fall and winter gets here if we still need to, but wanted to do something really fun and really exciting for our last craft demo. So perhaps during this quarantine you've been watching some extra TV, and maybe one of those shows has been Star Wars. I know a lot of people have gotten hooked on some of the Star Wars series on Disney Plus and The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. So for our last demo, we're going to be doing some Star Wars crafts. So I hope that you'll come by. Remember, you can come by on Thursdays or Fridays from 1 to 3. You can use our curbside service, or you can also come inside and see us, and we'd love to see you guys, all right? But before we get started, I did want to point out that we have a huge collection of Star Wars books. As a matter of fact, we just received in, not too long ago, some new beginning reader Star Wars books. So if you're a beginning reader, an emergent reader, maybe you might want to come by and check out some of our new titles that are for beginning readers. So we have Star Wars books for all reading levels, okay? This is another series that we, I think it's a standalone that we got in. We also have some of the Star Wars Rebels books that are some early chapter books. So if you're 3rd grade through 5th grade readers, we do have some chapter books for you as well. Maybe you like nonfiction. Maybe you love some of the character. I thought this was really neat. We have some nonfiction. So we have books on the Star Wars universe. We have the Star Wars dictionary. We also have like a character's guide. So if you're maybe someone who likes to read about Star Wars, but you like nonfiction books, we have some Star Wars nonfiction books that you might want to check out. Of course, we have a huge collection of graphic novels. There are a lot of Star Wars graphic novel series, from the original characters to some of the newer characters. So you come by and check it out. We have all different reading levels, nonfiction, fiction, graphic, anything that you want to satisfy your Star Wars fandom experience. We've got something for everyone here, okay? So if you want Star Wars, we've got it. Come by and see us and check it out, all right? But as we get started, when you come by this week, your crafts are going to actually come in a brown paper sack, okay? So it's going to come to you looking like this, and the sack is actually part of your craft, all right? So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with our Baby Yoda puppet, all right? So what you're going to need for your Baby Yoda puppet is you're going to need the brown paper sack that the crafts are going to come in this week. You're also going to have a little face and 2 green ears and 2 pink inside earpieces, all right? So for this craft, your supplies that you're going to need from your home is you're going to either need like a green or brown marker. You could also use a green or a brown crayons, and you're going to need a glue stick, all right? So let's get started on that. So you're going to take, I would start with the ears. So you're going to take, you've got a left ear and a right ear, and you're going to put some glue on the back part of the pink, and then it is going to actually go almost all the way in. You're going to see, make sure that the pink kind of runs at the same slope and the same angle as the green. Okay, so it's going to be almost all the way up here to the top corner. All right, so we've got a right ear, and now we're going to do a left ear. Make sure you put glue on the correct side so that whenever you flip it over, it's in the right place. All right. Next, you're going to take his head, right? And I'm going to take one of the ears, and I'm actually going to put glue right here on the edge of the green ear, and I'm going to stick it just about 1/4 of an inch down from the top of his head. Okay. And then I'm going to put glue on the edge of the other side of the ear, the left ear, and again I'm just kind of gluing it down about 1/4 of an inch. So now I have his face. All right. Now I'm ready to attach the head. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put glue on the back side of the head. And remember, whenever you're doing a bag puppet, you want to make sure that you glue it on the portion of the bag where it's going to kind of flap out there in the front. Okay. If you want to, you could even add some extra glue on that part of the bag. And then put them together. Now, Baby Yoda needs a nose, and so this is where you're going to need like a green crayon or a green marker. I'm going to just use a crayon, and I'm going to give him a little nose. And now we're ready to kind of embellish his outfit a little bit, okay? So about 2 inches down on either side, I'm going to kind of make a curve. Let me see if I can kind of. This is going to be like where his collar is, and then down the front on either side. I'm going to kind of put a seam and then put some little stitch marks. Let me see if I can do that a little bit darker. Some little stitch marks. Okay. And then in the collar, because it's kind of furry, I want you to do some little, almost like you're making little birds, you know, those little M birds that you might do, like if you're doing a picture of a scene with the sky and the sun, you might do these little M birds. You can do that, or you could do kind of like little bumpy waves, and you want to do them just all over the place. Upside down, do 2, you can do a series with 3 or 4, and you want to just kind of do them randomly all around so that it ends up looking kind of like fur, like his fur collar. Okay? And you've got your Baby Yoda. All right? The next thing that you're going to have in your bag, you're going to have one other craft that's in your bag, and it is a glow stick lightsaber. Okay? It's going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to, in the brown paper sack, along with everything else, you're going to have a tube, and inside that tube, you're going to find a glow stick. All right? So you want to empty it's going to come like inside the tube. So you're going to want to take your glow stick out of the tube. All right? Now, you're also going to receive some baby oil, some clear baby oil, some glitter, and some tape. For this craft, you are going to need to supply some water. Okay, that's all you're going to need. All right, so to make your glow-in-the-dark lightsaber, the first thing you're going to need to do is you can take your glitter and open that up. You're just going to want to try to empty some of the glitter. So we want our glow stick to really, our lightsaber to really be sparkly. So empty some of the glitter into your tube. Then you're going to take your baby oil, and you're also going to empty that into the tube. Right? The next thing you're going to want to do is take your glow stick and you're going to crack it. Okay? Now, your glow stick lightsaber is only going to glow for about a day, just so long as your glow stick will glow. All right? So if you want to continue to play with your glow stick lightsaber, you may have to open it up and replace it with another glow stick. Okay? But it'll be fun for about a day or so while it's still glowing. Okay? So make sure you crack that and get it glowing. All right? Then you're going to stick it down in the tube as well. And you're going to fill the tube, not all the way to the top, but you're going to kind of fill it up to about there. I'm going to leave about an inch so that way the water has room to flow, okay? So you're going to want to fill it to about an inch from the top and then put the cap back on, okay? Now you can kind of shake that, get the glitter moving from the bottom through your tube. All right, so now, because we don't want it to come open, you're going to have some wax paper that's got some tape. So let's get ready to tape it closed, all right? So you should be able to pull the tape off of the wax paper. You're gonna take one of the long silver pieces of duct tape, and you want to make sure that you wrap it around the tube so that you have about 1/4 of an inch above the end of the tube, so that we can kind of fold that part down, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around, and I'm gonna fold it down around the top of the tube, all right? Now, you're going to want to take, should have a small piece of duct tape that's gonna go on the top, and we're going to tape that down around the sides. Now, to clean up all of my rough edges, because it's looking pretty bumpy, I'm gonna take my last long piece, and this time I'm gonna give it a nice finish. I want this piece of tape to be flush with the top of my tube. So I want to do a nice neat job, and I'm just trying to cover up all those rough edges so that I have a nice smooth looking handle, okay? All right, so now it's all good and sealed up. It shouldn't leak, and for some little bit of embellishment, you've got some black electrical tape. You might want to put some little extra bits to make it look more like a lightsaber. So I'm going to put a black strip around the top, again kind of flush with the end of the handle, and then one more black piece kind of at the end where the silver kind of ends and connects with my tube. All right, so that it looks all nice and finished and looks like a real lightsaber, okay? So, our glow stick lightsaber with water in a tube, okay? And this is what it's gonna look like. All right. All right, make sure that you don't whack anyone too hard with it. Remember that it is just a tube with some water in it, okay? Isn't that cool? It's gonna be so much fun to play with. I hope you have fun making it as well. All right, so we've had so much fun supplying you guys with crafts, and we hope that you've had fun being creative. Do some reading, come in and see us, and enjoy your school year, and we'll see you real soon.